wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is May Intan Natasha. Today I will solving my midterm exam case study for the operating system course given by Mrs. Nurul Afifah Eskom MCom. This exam consists of 5 case study problems. The case study is as follows. A system administrator is tasked with setting up a working environment for the development team. A student is recruited to create a directory and file structure according to their individual identity. First question about directory structure. For this text, A. Create a main directory named nim_nama inside /home/mahasiswa/. B. Inside that directory, create 3 subdirectory: dokumen, kode, and arsip. Display the storytelling directory structure using the appropriate comment. The first step is to create a directory structure for storing files and documents. First, I create the main directory name after my student ID and my name in the /home/mahasiswa/ directory. Inside, I create 3 subdirectory: dokumen, kode, and arsip to separate different types of file. Lastly, I display the directory structure using the lsr command to verify that everything was created correctly. Second question about file manipulation. A. Create a file named identitas.txt inside the document directory containing the following information: name, NIM, program. B. Copy the file identitas.txt into the arsip directory and rename it to identitas_backup.txt. C. Move the file identitas.txt into the kode directory. D. Display the content of the file identitas_backup.txt using the appropriate comment. In this case, I was asked to create file, move them between directory, and copy them with a different name. First, I create a file called identitas.txt in the document directory containing my personal information. Then, I copy the file to the arsip directory and rename it to identitas_backup.txt. After that, I move the original identitas.txt file to the kode directory. Lastly, I display the content of identitas_backup.txt to ensure that the content was correct. Third question about access permission. A. Grant the file owner read and write permission, while the group can only read and other users have no access to identitas_backup.txt. B. Change the ownership of the file identitas_backup.txt so that it's owned by the root user and the staff group. C. Display the access permission and ownership information of the file after the changes are made. I was asked to secure file formation to ensure safety. First, I set the permission for the identitas_backup.txt file so that the owner can read and write. The group can only read and others have no access. Then, I changed the ownership of the file to the user root and the group stop. I verified the change by displaying the file information. Fourth question about symbolic link. A. Create a file name referency_name.txt containing the following text. This is the operating system documentation owned by student name with name. B. Create a symbolic link to referency_name.txt name shortcut_name.txt. C. Display the list of files in that directory along with their attribute to verify that the link has been created. D. Modify the content of referency_name.txt to the document has been updated by student name. In this text, I create a symbolic link and observe how change to the original file affect the link. First, I create a file name referency_name.txt containing documentation information. Then, I create a symbolic link name shortcut_name.txt to this file. After that, I changed the content of the original referency_name.txt file . And check that the change we are also reflect in the symbolic link. When I change the original file, the symbolic link shortcut_name.txt also reflect the change because a symbolic link only point to the original file. 5th question, user max. 5th question is about user max. A. Check the default Umax value on your system. B. Change the Umax to 0 to 7 and create a new file name data_new.txt. C. Display the access permission of the file data_new.txt after it has been created. D. Explain how the UMax change affect the access permission of the newly created file. I was asked to check and change the UMax value, then observe its effect on new file permission. First, I check the default system UMax value. Then I change the UMax to 027. And create a new file name data_new.txt. Last, I display the permission of the new file to see how the UMax affect the access permission. UMax is a value that determines that default access permission when creating new file or directory. The UMax value directly influences the permission by subtracting or removing certain access rights from the default permission. When the UMax is set to 0 to 7, it means the first digit 0 means no change to the owner permission. The second digit 2 remove the write permission for the group, leaving only the read permission. The third digit 7 remove all permission, read, write, and exit for other. If we create a new file with a UMax of 0 to 7, the default permission will be: the owner has full permission, read and write. The group has read-only permission. Other have no permission at all. So, changes the UMax affect newly created file by limiting the access right based on the specific value. That concludes my presentation of the case study solution for the 5 questions. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.